What is up, tankers? Spang here, bringing you another World Tanks gameplay commentary. This time it is one of my replays, and it is going to be in my M26 Pershing. A tank I am not very fond of. I don't play it as much as I should. I mean, I really do want to get my M48 eventually, but I just don't like the M26 enough. And I'm probably not going to like the M46 enough. So it's probably going to be a good long while before I even remotely get the necessary experience. So apparently someone calling the matchmaker really weird this match, I suppose. I mean, as far as I can tell, our tier 8s, tier 9s, tier 10s are even. It's going to be a good fought match between the two teams. No team particularly, particularly, there we go, finally said it, having an advantage over the other. So again, it's going to come down to amount of player skill. And oh wow, I just realized, what gun am I using on this? I don't have the upgraded turret, but I am using the best gun. Okay, cool. So my survivability not quite as high as I would like it to be. I'm 100 hit points light, but at the same time, the Pershing isn't really meant to be taking hits in the first place, so I'm not too concerned about it. It's something here. I'm kind of driving on this crest of this hill, kind of tempting fate here, kind of tempting the enemy team to kind of ruin my day, just a little bit, just a little. The enemy team not really showing up except for that zero line push. If you look at the mini-map, yeah, there's a lot of red over there. I'd say at least half the enemy team, which means potentially at least half the enemy team is up in the north here, but I'm gonna say there's probably less. Wow, apparently the T-52 saying a gold shot got used on him. I'm not sure how he would know if it was a gold round or not. But that T-28 prototype also getting shot up here. Me hugging this rock a bit for cover. And the event artillery is looking at me. But at the same time, not overly concerned. At this point, my team has pulled ahead, though we've pulled ahead in terms of tanks. We've lost a tier 9 tank destroyer, while the enemy team has lost 2 tier 5 scout tanks. It's not exactly an even trade, I would say. But what can you do? There we go. The enemy team eliminating one of our scout tanks, the T-21. I'm telling the enemy push not coming from the north. So I'm letting my team know that they really need to be supporting the south, or at least my artillery really needs to be supporting the south. And I'm going to go over here and do my best to help out the E100 series line down here. We have both the tank destroyer and just the regular old heavy tank, trying to take on a strong enemy push, though that T-110E5 really not looking too hot for himself. Probably going to die here very, very shortly. I'm going to see if I can't help. There we go. 265 hitting for over my average, which is always nice when that happens, but you know there's going to be a chance you're going to hit for your low end as well. And the enemy team, only 3 tanks in the north here. A tank destroyer positioned in center, and enemy artillery spotted there as well. So the ISU, it does not look like he has the BL-10. It's hard to tell from this distance. That could be the 122, but no, actually, upon further inspection, that did look to be the BL-10. So eliminating that gun from the match, certainly advantageous for my team. And the strong, strong push coming for the south. My team not really having any forces there to help. And I was hoping to eliminate that Tiger too, but he's a bit too well armored for me. So I'm going to take another shot right here. Another shell bouncing. And there we go. Eliminated by the E100. My average penetration on a premium round is 268. So perhaps I should be using those in this case. But I'm not quite ready to start firing premium rounds just yet. This IS-8 will bounce another shot for me. I can only guess where I hit it. Although it's possible I hit it in its turret. Its hull armor isn't all that impressive. And my team only having the E100 in the south at this point. There we go, getting some more side supporting shots on these vehicles, doing my best to help our E100, and not really playing in a scout role too much. I say scout, but I mean supporting role too much. You know, the way the mediums are supposed to be played, driving around this IS-8, yet again, another IS-8 not having any sort of fire extinguisher, just in the same case where my buddy Tank 677 shot that other IS-8. And that was very much needed. Our E100 needed me to light that IS-8 on fire, which immediately made that IS-8 pull back and rethink his decision to aggressively push on our southern location. Now, that E100 looks like he might be starting to get in his mind the idea of getting himself in a position to where he would be blocking that southern bridge. But he is still very much in survival mode. I get another cross shot here on that Conqueror. and doing my very, very best to help our E100 ally. Our northern push having broken through their lines, the enemy team feeling the pressure to try and get through this southern area. Again, me doing my best to keep our E100 buddy alive, but he seems to be doing very well for himself as is at the moment. And artillery, I'm not really sure what our artillery is doing, but it seems as if they're trying their best to help our northern push. We are up by 2 tanks at this point, and this T-34 is about to die. I'm hoping to get the final shot off on him just right here. Our northern push still doing very well for himself. Me, unfortunately, bouncing. And there we go. Enemy artillery eliminated, so no longer having to worry about that. T-34 bouncing another shell from me unexpectedly. I fully expected that shell to destroy him, and there we go. He finally dies to me. The enemy team not looking good for themselves at this moment. It is 4 tanks ahead for us, and that Conqueror down to his last 42 hit points, getting rammed by the E100. So the E100 literally throwing his weight around in an attempt to eliminate the enemy team. The enemy team managing to pull ahead just a little, well, not pull ahead, but close the gap just a little bit. Now they are only down by 3 tanks, potentially about to make this a bit more interesting. Honestly, I don't remember how the end of this match played out. Only that I did very well for myself, earning Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. So this E100, I will take a long ways away shot and completely miss. Good for him, bad for me. And the enemy team in an unfortunate situation to where they are trying to hold off an onslaught of very many of our vehicles. Though it is, at the moment, it is 3 versus 4. If you don't count artillery and you don't count me. But this T110E5 apparently trying to get the final kill on that AMX. I'm going to take whatever shot I can get. And there we go. He will eliminate that AMX. So 1 less tank for us, but also 1 less tank for them. We eliminated their T-44. So it is, I guess it was 4 versus 4 if you weren't counting me. I'm just trying to figure out the tank difference here. So it is, that E100 is very far much in the south. That T-71 probably not going to be of much help. And here I said, you know what, might as well just get on their capture point. Why not throw a little bit of a deadline into the mix, forcing the enemy to take an action other than hiding behind the hills. So that E5 certainly about to die, and I believe that his counterparts on his team are about to die as well. That Patton apparently still doing rather well for himself. The most health of any member of his team, bouncing a shot there. At least that's what it looked like, as he is trying to battle that E100, but not very enthusiastic about doing that. The enemy team making a final desperate push against this Tiger II. Will he actually be successful? No. It looks like the Tiger II will survive with 10 HP and potentially kill that T110E5. I can only hope for the Tiger II's sake that he does. Nope. The E5 will eliminate him. That low looking as if he's about to get eliminated as well. 2 tier 10 American heavy tanks moving in on his position. I'm going to do my best to try and support, but this round turning very much in the enemy's favor at this point. I'm just hoping to live. And that T-57 kind of driving towards me, making me feel very, very uncomfortable. And it looks like the enemy team's got this. Here I say, screw this. I am going in a position where I can hide and not get shot at. The T-57 will be exposed and I will eliminate him. Yeah, that was good. That made me very happy right there, because I was not looking forward to that T-57 coming in and ruining my day. The E5 is now a 1 shot for me, but I don't think I'm going to have to shoot him. Nope, artillery will lend a hand and save the day, not forcing me not to slay another giant. You know, let's face it, an M26 versus a tier 10 heavy, not really favorable for me. The M4043 telling someone on our team to shut up. The T110E5 saying, I may fall, but my spirit rages on. Yeah, this match is certainly in the bag. That M46 Patton attempting to run away, it looks like. I'm going to try and take a shot off on him. There we go. I will hit him for no damage. And it's really in the bag now. Our E100 is more than capable of handling this. I've yet to take a single point of damage, I just realized. And I've done rather well for myself at this point. I'm very happy with my performance this match. Handling the tier 10 match like a boss. Going to try and take a shot off on Mr. Patton, but completely bouncing off of his tank. The T110E5 apparently calling that T57 garbage. And what? That T57? Yeah, he had not a single kill. Okay, so perhaps fair. getting myself shot there at the very end by that Patton, doing a decent amount of damage to me, actually. I'm surprised. Let's rewind that a bit if we can. Can we? Can we? Yes, we can. Cool. I'm just shocked at the amount of damage I took there. I think I might have been hit by my own artillery. A little, not far enough back. Let's reverse here. Okay, so there's the Patton hit right there. Let's speed things up. I take one shot bounce, and what happens? So I'm pretty sure the Patton didn't shoot me twice, and I'm pretty sure the Patton doesn't have a high enough gun. Let's just. I didn't think the Patton had that high damage of a gun. He did about 400 damage to me. I wasn't aware he was capable of that much damage. Huh. I guess you learn something new every day. But I was very happy with my performance this round, managing to do very well for myself in a tier 9-10 match as an M26, killing quite a bit. Like I said, it did earn me Mastery Badge Ace Tanker due to the fact I dealt over 3,000 points of damage. I believe it was 3,500 something to tier 9 and 10 vehicles, which the game tends to reward you very, very well for. I considered myself a giant slayer this time, you know, David versus Goliaths sort of thing, fighting tanks that really just plain had me outclassed. But, okay, I wasn't fighting them one-on-one. Let's be honest about this. I was very much behind the lines, letting other people distract them while I got free shots. I fired a total of like 24 some odd shots, but only 14 hit the target for damage. Well, penetrated the target. So I fired a lot, but I didn't quite get through their armor as much as I would like. What do you expect with 180 penetration, really? Come on, people. I can only do so much with this vehicle. Getting 3 kills for me as a tier 8 and a tier 10 match, I am very happy with that. But with nothing else left to say, if you like this video, click that like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. And as always, if you got a replay, check the email for... Check the email? What? Check the description for instructions on how to submit. This has been Spang, and I am signing off.